The gap between the two title contenders is back down to single digits after Lando Norris won the Hungarian Grand Prix here in Budapest. Norris held off his teammate Oscar Piastri in a really tense strategic battle, trying a one-stop strategy after Norris dropped to fifth at the start of the race and had to go for something different because Piastri was fighting with Charles Leclerc for the lead. They were on two-stop strategies, and with it being really hard to overtake here at the Hungaroring, it was always going to be strategy that would win that race if you didn't have a clear pace advantage. Norris obviously didn't have that over Piastri, but he did over the rest of the field. Piastri managed to find his way past Leclerc in the final part of the race because Leclerc faded at that stage, but then he couldn't make up the ground and get ahead of Norris. They got very close into turn one, and on the penultimate lap, Piastri locking up and nearly hitting the back of his teammate, but he had to settle for second place. He wasn't too downbeat. I did wonder if Piastri would be a bit frustrated because he was the lead car on track and the strategy didn't work out for him, but he admitted that Norris really had little to lose and could go for the one-stopper and see if it would pay off for him. Norris delighted obviously to win under pressure, to keep the pace up and keep Piastri at bay, and that does cut the lead to just 9 points Piastri has over Norris heading into the summer break. Really feels important because it will be the end of August that we next go racing. So if Piastri had won, that gap would have been 23 points, the best part of a race victory. Instead, it's back down to single digits and a really close title fight for us to enjoy as we head into the second part of the season. For now, the teams are packing up and going on their mandatory 2-week shutdown, so there'll be a few holidays to be had after a bit of testing here. A lot of unanswered questions at other teams, though, one being Ferrari. Where did that pace go for Charles Leclerc after leading the first two parts of the race and looking so competitive, but then complaining on radio about changes that might have been made afterwards? The team said there was a problem with the car, but didn't give any more detail than that. And on the other side of the garage, Lewis Hamilton finished 12th, having started there, and was really downbeat again, and Fred Vasseur had to defend his driver after a tough weekend. So I think the reset will really be needed at Ferrari. Final word though on some great results for Aston Martin, with Fernando Alonso in 5th and Lance Stroll in 7th for some big points, but also Gabriel Bortoleto, the rookie at Sauber, 6th place, his best result, and he'll take a lot of confidence into the break, which I think a lot of the teams feel like they need right now. But we'll be back at it in the Netherlands at the end of August.